Hi, viewers. Today we are joined by Rafaela D Pinheiro, founder of ILO law firm, which is a Spain-based practice focused on immigration, international mobility, and relocation solutions for individuals, families, entrepreneurs, and globally mobile professionals. Rafaela is a qualified lawyer in three jurisdictions, that is Brazil, Spain, and Portugal. Through her work, she helps clients navigate the legal and practical aspects of moving to Spain. Her expertise spans visa and residency pathways, long term settlement, and cross border mobility planning. Her office serves a diverse international client base, including entrepreneurs, digital nomads, investors, and families looking to establish themselves in Spain. In today's conversation, we'll explore Spain's growing appeal as a destination for international talent, the realities of relocating and building a life in Spain, and the trends which Rafaela sees among globally mobile professionals and entrepreneurs choosing Spain as their next place. Thank you, Rafaela, for joining us today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure joining you today. Thank you for this quick interview. I'm super excited to talk a little bit more about the Spanish immigration market. And thank you for the invite.
Course. Rafaela, as you must be seeing, Spain has become a much more visible destination over the last few years, not just for lifestyle reasons, but also for entrepreneurs, for highly skilled professionals, and globally mobile talent. So, from your perspective, what are the trends which you are seeing on ground, the ground level realities?
Yeah, it's true. Spain usually is being each time more requested than before. I think the new change, the new type of permit of a digital nomad, for example, also bring lots of interest because this high tech, and with the AI also increasing, there's lots of job positions that work 100% remote, so they are completely interested in coming to Spain because of the new digital nomad solution and type of permit, and also the great weather in Spain. It's a great food, great weather. It's not that cold in winter, so it calls lots of attention. Also, well, with the complications of the war, the wars, the complications for foreigners in some countries, such as the United States policies right now, it's bringing attention of lots of people to move to Spain. So we are being really requested right now.
That certainly sounds very interesting. And I just thought that our viewers might be interested in knowing this, and since you've been in the game for so long, you could let us know. So, Rafaela, when people think about moving to Spain, they often think about, digital nomads or for basically retired individuals who can just lead a peaceful life there. But what do you think that what kind of people is Spain trying to attract? Entrepreneurs, investors.
Yeah, the Supreme Act for Entrepreneurs, it's focused in the bringing high qualified workers. Those high qualified workers could be any worker that is qualified enough to be able to be under the scope of the entrepreneur special act in Spain, which brings us to a process that it's way more fast, smooth than the general rule for the foreign that cannot be under this regime of the entrepreneur's law, the Entrepreneur Act. So under the, for example, the high qualified permit, usually the profiles that fit best will be like tech and innovation, for example, software engineers is a really good profile, AI, learning development, also the senior project managers, the executive from a big company, from inside the corporate world. No, so the senior project managers roles fits really well in this category. Also, fintech developers works really well. Cyber security solutions, new renewable energy solutions. Those profiles works pretty well. But again, all the workers that have some high qualified skills and are needed in Spain, as long as they also fulfill the other obligations for this permit, they can be eligible for this.
Yeah, I'm sure our viewers will find it extremely interesting. Thank you for your insights. Now, from our viewers, I had another question that there is another aspect which another group of people rather who are receiving a lot of attention and who are looking at Spain as a viable option, and those are entrepreneurs. So, when you're evaluating a potential entrepreneur visa case, so in your opinion, what is it that separates a strong application from an otherwise generic one?
Yeah, the key point here is having a strong business plan, and that ENISA, which is responsible for approving those business plan for entrepreneurs here in Spain, the ENISA approves their business plan. So the key here is to manage a business plan really well prepared in order to ENISA to provide this approval certificate, because without the ENISA approval, the work permit for entrepreneurs cannot be approved. They need in UGE, the UGE, who resolves the entrepreneur applications here in Spain, they need the ENISA certificate approval. So we also help them. We also create the business plan together with those clients in order to make sure that it fills all the minimal requests for this business plan. Also, it's important that the person shows that this is not just a regular standard business, that it's bringing some genuine innovation to the Spanish market. For example, some bringing some new technology that isn't happened before, or something that it's cultural or technological, really interesting to Spain. And also prove that this business plan has the possibility to bring in and create new job positions in Spain. So it has an economic strong point factor that will create job positions, which is interesting for Spain, or also brings the attention of foreign investors in Spain. So those points are very interesting. And lastly, the academic background, or at least the experience background of the founder who is bringing this business plan, has to do with the business plan. So of course it depends on the type of business, if it will request a specific license in Spain or not. If it does, they must prove that they have this license to operate in Spain. But that show that there's some synergy between the academic background from this person and the business they are proposing.
That actually also fits with the changing immigration trends, wherein I believe countries are becoming very particular about what kind of talent they intend on bringing in, and I think it's a good way for highly innovative businesses also to get into the market, since Spain also gives you direct access to Latin American market. It becomes a whole lot easier.
100%, yeah.
Uh, for the next topic, Rafaela, just what I've also observed with my work as a lawyer is that a lot of international mobility, it's not necessarily driven by founders. There are also companies, multinational corporations who move their employees from across the world. So intra-corporate transfers basically. So I was just wanting to know your opinion on Spain's approach towards attracting highly skilled professionals through ICT transfers. Like, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, the Spain's approach is with this entrepreneurial act that allows those high qualified professionals to come to Spain in a really fast way, with the process time of only 20 work days from the submission. So when a high qualified permit or intra company transfer permit are submitted, the processing time, different of what happens in the general rule for the other foreigners that are not under this scope, it's only 20 day of processing time. And even if this processing time by itself it's really short considering the other types of permits, usually the UGE resolves it even before this processing time, so it's really fast unless there is some requirement of additional documents, but usually it's resolved even before those 20 days. So it's really they really facilitate, they really are trying to bring those high qualified workers, and it works pretty well. For the high qualified professional workers permit, they are usually for the direct local hires in Spain. Okay, so we have this type of permit, and the ICT, the international company transfer, is for multinational companies that already have high qualified staff, and they need to transfer those staff to a Spanish branch. In this case, they need to prove that this employee has a previous experience inside this company of the same group of at least 3 months. But yeah, those are types of permits that we are submitting all the time, and there are lots of requests.
Really sounds very interesting. Thank you for sharing your insights. Now that we've looked at the types of permits, or the, so to say, the pathways which are available to promising talent to enter in Spain, I also wanted to know your view on the bottlenecks, the biggest problems which these international founders or employees they face while entering into Spain. Like, let's say somebody has their visa approved and everything looks great on paper, but of course, some problem crops up. So, what do you think is the biggest challenge which people actually face in Spain, and how to go about it?
I think the biggest challenge, and the biggest bottleneck right now is probably the length, administrative and the bureaucracy locks. When the person already have the permit approved and comes to Spain, there are some local registrations that need to be done. For example, ID card, the social security number, the town hall registration. So this in Spain right now, those appointments could take like months of hunting, digital searching. So this can be really frustrating. We have a specialized team that it's constantly searching for those appointments, even outside of the working hours, in order to be able to provide the appointment as soon as possible, even if, of course, we depend on the official policy system that release only a few and in a randomly basis the appointment. So this is probably the biggest bottleneck at this point. And for entrepreneurs, the biggest bottleneck will be the timelines for the ENISA approval, because usually those entrepreneurs are in a hurry. They need fast solutions, such as any corporate clients, and the ENISA is taking more than 1 month to provide the certificate. So they should start the process as soon as possible, because the ENISA will take, at least right now, is taking more than 1 month to provide the certificate.
Okay, that resonates with what is going on in other countries as well. So, if someone is watching this or listening to this, and if you are seriously considering moving abroad, especially to Spain, you can always reach out to us and to Rafaela for guidance. And we'll always be here to answer your queries and give you the best possible solutions which we can.
Exactly. It's important to inform that even if the appointments for the ID card application are taking long, this is not needed in order for them to start working. To start working, they just need the social security number, and this we can help them obtain. Usually, our social security numbers that we apply are already, we have them in less than one day, less than 24 hours. So between 1 and 2 days, we have those social security numbers already, and lots of times, even before 24 hours, we already have this, which is considered really fast within the market here. And like you said, anything else that they need, they can always contact us, and we will be happy to solve any questions.
So I think with that, it's time to wrap up the interview or our discussion rather. So thank you so much, Rafaela, for your time and your insights. We truly appreciate it, and I'm sure our viewers will appreciate it even more. So
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you. It was a pleasure being a part of this interview and be one of your partners, local partners for Spain. And I will be happy to solve any other questions that may arise.
thank you.
Bye bye.